She's back. Guys, it feels so good to be back in this car with you for another episode of Car Makeup. I was away for 3.5 weeks, and when I tell you I hit a depression before I came back, I was at an all-time low. I was out of my element. I did not have a routine. I wasn't creating content. I wasn't connecting with my community. And honestly, it just felt like shit. So it feels so good to be back here, stuck in this car for 90 minutes with you while we do our makeups together. As you know, I've launched my paid community, High Gloss, and we have 38 members in there, growing, thriving, doing things together. One of the benefits of joining High Gloss is the creator hotline Q&A with me. The creators who are members can drop their burning questions there and I answer them ASAP. But I'm also going to spread some of that knowledge here with you so you can see what you're missing out on. Here are some things that have been asked recently. Lip Service Creator Hotline, how may I help you? How much do I charge if the brand uses my video for 30 days on their page? To this question, I said that really depends on the context. If you posted it organically and they would like to repost it on their feed organically, no paid ad usage, I normally suggest you do it for the first time for free, to build a relationship. If you know me, you know how much I preach about relationship building and how it's not all about making money right off the bat. It's about building long-term relationships to make long-term money. I'm going to repeat that because that's important. It's about building long-term relationships to build long-term money. I recommend that she do it for free for the first time and ask to be added to the PR list or for a gift as a thank you in exchange. I think that's completely reasonable. Then I advised if it's not a brand that you want to build a relationship with, or you tag and they repost a lot, so this isn't the first time that they've done this, it could be time to ask for money, right? Although I'm an advocate for doing some things for free to help build relationships, I'm also very realistic that you can't keep doing it that way forever. You eventually need to ask for money. For content that's already created and you're giving usage, so this is like paid ads usage, not organic, I normally say charge 30 to 40% of your typical base rate per 30 days. And then I said, feel free to follow up with more context, of course, and I will reply. Next question, getting ghosted. How do I handle getting ghosted from a brand? I got offered a UGC deal, but they want evergreen paid usage. Pause. Evergreen paid usage means forever. They can have it forever and ever and ever. I asked if we can meet at 90 days and I didn't get a response. I don't want to lose the offer, but I also don't want to be taken advantage of. Do I let it go or try to reach out again? If so, what's the best way to follow up? This is one of my creators in my membership, High Gloss, and I answered within the same day, so she could answer the brand right away. Yes, absolutely, always follow up. I never understand when creators feel bad about following up. There's nothing rude about following up unless your follow-up is in a rude tone. There's nothing rude about following up. Don't feel annoying. I also don't understand why creators feel annoying all the time. The amount of content creators I have worked with, and I know I'm getting on a tangent, who have told me, like, is it annoying if I do this? Is it annoying if I do this? I'm like, girl, it's not annoying. You're not annoying. You're not annoying. Yes, absolutely always follow up. I personally feel 3 follow-ups is respectful without chasing. You also don't want a partner who ghosts you. You don't want a partner who ghosts you, creators. Think about that. Do you want to work with a brand that's ghosting you all the time? And that takes like 5 weeks to follow up? I understand that there can be like a lag in the decision making and like circling back and all that stuff, but like that for me is very foreshadowing that it's going to be a difficult partnership. They should at least politely decline. I think 90 days is a nice compromise and they can always counteroffer. And then this is the template I gave her for the email. Hi, checking in on the status of this deal. I'd really like to find something that works for both of our goals. Open to getting on a call to discuss. A call will accomplish more than an email ever can. She said, thank you, saving this to notes, and you're right, a call would be perfect. Problem solved. This is another really great one. a really, really good question. And a lot of the other creators chimed in as well, because it turned out that multiple of them were getting the same deal. And that's another great thing about being in a group, is that when you start to chat about it, you realize, oh my gosh, the other people in this group are getting the same deal I am. I'm not alone. I'm not getting underpaid. This is true. This is what is being offered to everybody. Or you could say, oh man, they're fucking us all over, which I hope that part doesn't happen. At what point do you ask a brand for more money? This is the third partnership request from the same rate offered, and they clearly like me. It's UGC, so it's not posted to my account. And then other creators chimed in, and then I chimed in. Really glad you guys talked about this, because they had some back and forth about their two deals, since it is something that happens frequently. With a brand like X, because they did disclose the brand, but I'm not going to do that here, if they are using an agency, and it looks like they are, likely it's a lot harder to negotiate up. When a brand hires an agency, a few things happen. One, a scope of work and a budget is already put into place. And a lot of times the agency is looking to undercut the budget. Because if you undercut the budget, the agency gets to keep some of that money. So something to consider is that if you are working with an agency, they're trying to get their fees from agency fees, which means not only are they charging the brand potentially like a flat fee to do the work, but if the brand says, great, you have $20,000 to get all the work done, and the agency can do it in $15,000, they get $5K. Something you may not have thought of before if an agency was reaching out to you, which is why sometimes agency deals come in at less money. Sometimes. Is everybody doing this? No, not all the time. Not everybody is doing this, but sometimes this happens. I said a general rule of thumb for UGC and agency partners is that they are reaching out at scale, which means hundreds of people could be getting the same email. While they might have a bit more wiggle room, UGC partners are normally coming with a pretty strict cap on payment. Clients tend to want to pay per asset. They do not care about follower count or quality of the video. If you are hitting the requirements from past partnerships, they want to do it again and quickly, because you're already set up to work with them and understand the flow. It's easy for them to rehire, but that doesn't mean that they can spend more. UGC is a pay per asset model, and most brands are looking to get the assets quickly and for as little as possible. This is all true because I have casted UGC content at scale for a very big brand. We're talking 200 creators. It was chaos. I would absolutely not do it again, but everything I'm saying here is true. So if you are looking to make money as a UGC creator, that's wonderful. There is a lot of money out there for UGC creators, but the pay per video cap does cap out 100%. I think your responses were great. You should definitely try and push for more, but if they have a cap, they have a cap. I doubt that they're making that up. Then one other thing I said, one thing to note, if they have come back 2 or 3 times plus, you could try to lock in a longer partnership. This was my strategy moment for them. Get them to commit to multiple months of a bigger package. So instead of both of these creators that said the brand had come back to them 3 times already, same rate every time. They wanted it to go higher because clearly they were getting repeat, right? What I said is, why don't you offer it for actually slightly lower, but sign a bigger deal at once? So then you have the money already locked in for a certain amount of months, which feels like security, because previously the brand was coming to them whenever they felt like, ad hoc, right? 1 month, then wait 3 months, come back again. You don't know when you're going to make the money. But if you can broker a deal that is, I will make a video once a month for 12 months, or I will make 5 videos in 3 months or something like that, then you know how much money you're going to make for a longer period of time, which offers a lot more income security for a creator. So you won't exactly make more per asset, but you would have the spend commitment locked in, which is nice security. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Car Makeup. It feels so damn good to be back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow along. Join me over on Instagram or TikTok for more content creator advice like this. And please, if you would like your questions answered, if you need help, support, motivation, accountability, consider joining High Gloss. I promise you, there are already 38 creators in there. We are just kicking off. The doors will always be open and welcome for you. And for $35 a month, that's like $1.20 a day or something. You're investing in your content creator career. So if you're watching this video because you want to get better at becoming a content creator, why not invest in yourself and have a professional like me, someone who's been doing this for 10 years, help you out? Literally, I'm on the hotline every single day. And in addition to that, you have the other creators there helping you, cheering you on, supporting your content. Plus, you get your live calls every single week. Live calls, an hour long. We chit chat, we brainstorm, we record. There's no downsides. I'll see you there.